Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts at patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Hey everyone,
Hey, how's it going, people?
I'm Tom Reimann.
I'm David Bell.
And I'm Marina Reimann.
Yes,
I
we
almost
Yeah.
forgot my last name. Eller, right?
Who am's this?
Yes. Who am's this? It's part of being married. It's
yeah.
Sometimes you forget your
You
name.
lose your identity.
You lose your fucking
Yeah.
identity, your religion,
Yeah,
like the REM song.
yeah,
And this is Hypecast.
yeah. Welcome to Hypecast, people.
Yeah. They brought me because I don't know a lot about what's going on right now. Just got out of having some seizures and stuff, but I can be hype as fuck.
Nice.
I'm ready.
Good. Welcome back. Welcome back to the world of entertainment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you watch? Should we jump in? Should we jump
let's
right
just
in?
jump right into
Did
the
you watch
trailers.
the new Venom trailer?
Oh my god, yes. And screamed a lot.
Yes, I was there for it.
If we watched you watch it.
What do you
Yeah.
guys think of it?
It's terrifying and it's brilliant. I love. Tom was saying the same thing that we both love that the symbiote suit talks to Eddie,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. It's
Is
like
that
he's-
not in the comics?
It
Did
is in
you
the
guys-
comics,
Oh,
but
okay,
it
cool.
hasn't been in the movies.
Yeah, like
I see.
Deadpool has two voices, at least modern Deadpool in his head, and they didn't really do that in the
In the
movie.
film, yeah.
I'm
So it's
kind of
neat to
glad
see
they
it here. Yeah.
didn't in Deadpool.
Oh, me
That
too.
feels like it would have crowded the movie a bit.
Yeah.
I really like the trailer. Love the look of Venom. I have this gut feeling though,
What's
and
that?
it happens at one point in the trailer that it could be like another Ghost Rider.
Oh no!
It's specifically the
A lot
point
of
where
him
he
on a
jumps
motorcycle?
his motorcycle,
Oh, shit.
and the symbiote comes up and grabs it and brings it back. And all I thought was that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a dumb action moment.
Right. It's a strange use of his power.
It's wacky.
Yeah, and the symbiote is kind of wacky. Like it fires out of him randomly and punches guys. I'm not. Again, it looks good, but I just got that gut feeling of like, uh-oh. Like I'm I guess cautiously optimistic. Is that it? Or yeah.
Tom, Venom is your favorite
Yeah.
superhero of all time.
well, character.
Yeah, he's your favorite character. I guess he's not a superhero,
Yeah.
but
I actually think he's better as a villain.
yeah. What do you think about Tom Hardy playing Eddie
Oh,
Brock?
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the
I
accent.
his little Tom Hardy voices that he pulls out.
Where is he from in this movie? Is that a Brooklyn?
Bronx.
Is that a Bronx?
Yeah.
Okay.
Venom's from the Bronx.
So we
Alright.
get to see Tom Hardy, British man,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy doing a Brock accent.
Doing another
Oh, yeah.
voice. And this is going to tie probably into the X-Men's. Is he? No, he's a Spider-Man
He's
villain.
Spider-Man.
I
They
wonder
haven't
if-
said, but you can't not have Spider-Man in a Venom movie.
Yeah.
This feels. I mean, I hope they do, but this is getting out of control then because this is Sony, right?
Yeah.
So Sony probably has some deal with Marvel, like you can share Spider-Man, he'll be part of your universe, and then they're going to make their own little universe over here, and so there's going to be like two universes, and it's going to be really hard to, because
Yeah.
then if Venom exists, is it going to be the Sony Spider-Man, the Homecoming?
Yeah. 'Cause
And
if
then,
so,
like-
Peter Parker's fucked.
Yeah,
Well-
and then like is Venom going to like recognize the Avengers stuff? Like,
Ooh.
I imagine.
oh my
It
god,
felt like there was no presence at all in the trailer of the Avengers, so it felt like its own universe.
yeah, it didn't
to
feel
me.
like it was connected to Spider-Man at all. or
Yeah,
anything.
no. I would be very surprised if Spider-Man doesn't show up.
Really?
even if it's just like a post credits thing, you cannot have this character without
that
Spider-Man.
just opens up. I guess if you just think of it as another Marvel Cinematic Universe film,
Yeah.
but it's just like now it's two companies. Like Sony's going to go rogue in this universe.
Well, just look at it like
Basically.
Netflix. Like Netflix is making their own Marvel stuff.
Right, and that Marvel stuff,
it's like a microcosm.
oh, you're right,
of
and
the
that
Marvel
stuff
universe.
they still work with Marvel, don't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It'll probably be like the Netflix stuff where on a wall in the background there'll be like some mention of the Battle of
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah. It's also in San Francisco, which is a city that hasn't been in any of the Marvel movies yet. I don't
That's
think.
true.
So it's like a different city.
Well, that bridge is going down at some point. You can't make a movie about San Francisco without losing that bridge.
Well, you
I want
can.
Magneto to come back and
I don't think the bridge goes down in Zodiac.
not yet.
Don't know.
Yeah. There was a time, right, where we were attacking that bridge left and right. I think
Oh,
Rise
yeah.
of the Planet of the Apes and then X-Men.
X3,
Yeah.
Godzilla,
And we just
Godzilla,
watched
yeah.
San Andreas.
San Andreas. No one gets it right. There was like I think I wrote about it on Cracked. There was a bridge expert who was just so frustrated with the way we destroy bridges, specifically suspension bridges,
right?
because they'll just like break the middle and it'll just hang there, and it's like that's the opposite of how a suspension bridge works. It's all
frustrated bridge expert,
Yeah.
who would be played by like
Well,
Paul Giamatti.
it would be really frustrating, right? Because
that's how you think bridges. Work,
imagine if movies like a monster went through a building and the top half just stood there still, like like that's what it's like whenever they smash a bridge and it just stays intact.
Yeah.
He said Final Destination 5 was the best depiction of a bridge explosion or a bridge collapse.
Bridge collapse.
I haven't seen that. How could you describe the scene?
It's a great movie.
It shakes apart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because the whole thing is that if you bust it in half, it's going to just keep falling because the wires connecting hold everything in place. So
And they're not meant to.
if the wires
support
break,
that much.
the bridge fucking falls.
Man.
Nice little bridge diversion we had just now.
Yeah, nice bridge digression.
Yeah.
Shall we follow the bridge to a new topic?
Nice. That's as good as a
Bridge
segue as any.
Yeah. Well, we did all mark the moment in the Venom trailer where Jenny Slate says symbiote.
Yes. Oh,
I'm hoping
symbiote.
what they don't show in the trailer is him saying it's pronounced symbiote, like immediately after.
I'm like,
Yeah.
correcting her
Yeah.
Slap her in the back of the head.
because it's like
Symbiote. Your
infringing
internship
upon
is
his
terminated.
culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very, very minor thing.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
doesn't
I can't believe they put it in the trailer, though, man.
that doesn't bother me that much.
I
but
know.
it's funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that
The
it's
internet
there.
was
Oh, did the internet have a lot to say about that?
I think they did, yeah.
I've been
I
in
also
the
heard
dark.
The
that
internet had a
For
lot to
such a
say
long
about
time.
Venom's dick tongue.
Yeah, I was about to say the internet
yeah.
was into it. They were
Yeah.
super into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit hentai-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venom terrified me as a child because I didn't understand. I used to be babysat at a comic book store when I was like 3. And I saw Venom and I saw Spider-Man and I thought they were the same person and that Spider-Man just would get really pissed off and try to eat people.
Well, I
and
mean,
it was
he's
horrifying.
there's something horrifying about something called Spider-Man.
Yes.
Like we've gotten used to that.
Well, and there's nothing about him that seems spidery,
Except
which
the webbing.
helps.
Yeah.
Like the colors,
No.
I don't think red and blue
No.
for
All
spider.
American
Classic spider.
Classic
Colors,
spider.
yeah.
He's just a man in like
A luge.
a luge suit,
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
cracking one-liners, and the spiderest thing about him is he sticks to walls.
And that he was
Yeah.
bit by a spider.
And
That's
then he
it.
was bit
and
by
he
a spider.
shoots
Yeah.
webs at people.
Right,
Yeah.
but the webs that he made,
Yeah.
like incidentally.
Yeah.
Which I like,
That's-
actually. I prefer that over the having the webs come out of him.
I didn't mind either one, actually.
Yeah, I understood both. I think all the movies go back and forth with stuff I like and stuff I don't. The so far Homecoming best explanation of the suit.
Yes.
Because in the Tobey Maguire one, the tone is silly enough that it's like, okay, he made his own suit. That's sure. But then
And they
the
constantly
Andrew
joke
Garfield
about it,
one,
yeah.
it's just like, okay, this is supposed to be gritty. But it's just literally him like, yeah, there's always the shot of him like Googling fabrics, and then it cuts to this amazing suit.
Not Googling.
Binging?
Binging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always Bing.
And in like Sony movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when they have deals with Microsoft or whatever. Like they don't want to
Sony.
use. No, not going to use Google.
No. Yeah, I think even like I can't remember, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think the Twilight movie used Bing when she looked up vampire lore or something like that.
Every
That's
now
the
and
most
then,
Twilight
Bing will
thing
show
you
up.
can do is binging vampire lore.
Yep.
Oh man.
Okay, so I guess we can segue into the next trailer.
Yeah,
which-
we should talk about the Equalizer.
The Equalizer
2,
Part 2!
which can't be bad. There's
No.
no way it can be bad.
It will not be bad.
No,
It was one of the first films we saw in Los Angeles was The Equalizer in 4D
yes.
Yes.
in an AMC downtown.
Which was like a $20 ticket.
it was
50.
more than
It
well,
was
it was
50
50 for the two of us because it was 20, 25
shit.
apiece.
Yeah.
Okay.
We dropped $50 on
We
that.
did,
Wow.
and it was so worth it. Except like every time Denzel would have one of his thoughts, or he'd go into his trance.
He
or
had
whatever.
spider sense.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And it would tilt the whole chair, and you're like, woo.
Yeah, and it would like simulate
into it.
smoke and
And
water.
it would rain. It would
And-
spit
and
on you, basically.
punches. When people got
Yeah,
punched, the
it
seat would
hurts.
stab you.
Yeah,
It was-
I got punched in the kidney.
It was an
really fucking
incredible
hurt.
film.
It was. I would argue it is.
Incredible experience.
It is the worst movie to see in 4D. Like the Avengers or something like that would be fun. This movie, it felt like they were struggling for reasons to make
Yeah.
the seat move. Like every time there was a establishing shot, the seats would rock back and
Yep.
forth, and it was like, what is this? Why am I feeling this motion right now?
That said, I
4D.
wanted to do it again immediately. It was like a ride.
Really?
I'd love to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if
again.
that theater's
I
still
wanna do it in
there.
4D.
I
Oh,
can't imagine they're still in business. I mean,
Why?
it's an AMC. I'm
Was it
sure
new?
they are.
I
It's
think
just-
it was new.
4D was one of those things where when I did it, I had not the opposite reaction, but I was like, that was fun. I will do that exactly once. Like, there is no reason to see a movie like this ever again.
Oh.
Because
It would
it's
have been
not
fun
exactly,
to see like Rampage or like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Jumanji.
Well,
Yeah.
it was like having a child kicking my seat the whole time. Like I'm sitting
Just
there, like
in
I'm
time
trying
with
to
the-
enjoy the movie,
the
and
actions
it's
of the
spraying
film.
water at me.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
was like-
it was gross. The
it was
water
Alien
part was
Encounter.
gross.
yeah.
It was Alien Encounter
And
to a
Disney.
Denzel Washington movie about him righteously murdering
shit.
people in a hardware store.
Yeah.
An alien movie like Prometheus would have been terrifying in a 4D theater.
Do Alien Encounter,
Yeah, that.
which
At
is now
Disney?
it's
Is that-
now,
that's not-
it's
it's
now
not like
Stitch,
Stitch.
experiment.
It
something.
was like
I'm
us.
gonna
It
look
was like a going to the moon ride. I remember first in like the 70s, or going to Mars or something, and then it became Alien Encounter,
Alien Encounter,
which freaked people out.
Freaked me out.
Yeah, I went on it once, and it was good. And then
it was a
or like Honey, We Shrunk the Audience, or what's the Michael Jackson one?
It's-
Any of the ones where or Shrek is Universal's,
yeah.
where they fucking spray water at you and blow air on
Yeah, like
you.
Questor
They just-
was at Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you guys! You can watch A Quiet Place, Rampage, and it does look like you can, in fact, watch Avengers: Infinity War in 4D,
4D.
at Regal LA Live Stadium.
I would love to watch A Quiet Place in 4D. It'd be. How could they possibly program that?
I don't know. I don't even know what that would be.
Yeah, it would be like every time there's just a move, like a sound, it would jolt you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they're at the waterfall, it would
Yeah.
spray water at your
It
face.
just soaks you.
Oh my god!
Trying to soak in this lesson, this emotional scene with the
Yeah.
father and son. You just keep getting sprayed in the face with water. Like, God damn
Oh
it.
my god! So yeah, The Equalizer.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer a while ago. I haven't watched it recently because this is an older trailer, right? It's been around for a couple days,
Yeah.
but that's what I mean by old.
A few
yeah.
days ago, yeah.
I don't know
It's-
what to
It's
say about it
integral.
except of
It's-
course.
It's Denzel leaning way into it, which
Yeah.
is fine.
What I'm scared of, because I would actually say it's a bold statement, but
It really
I
is.
I think I like The Equalizer more than John Wick. I know they came out around the same time, and people compare them, and I think it's because The Equalizer, there's a funnier dynamic, which is that he's like addicted to killing. Like he doesn't want. He works at Home Depot and
Yeah.
like grabs that
I remember
hammer.
now. okay.
And and the ending when he's like the predator, like killing them in a Home
Yeah.
Depot.
Yeah.
And there was just something I John Wick is fun for the action. The action's more like choreographed, and
They're very different to me.
it's getting it. John Wick, especially John Wick 2, is becoming more over the top, and I'm scared the Equalizer 2. They're going to be like, we need to be more like John Wick.
No,
It doesn't seem like
there's-
it.
Yeah.
no.
For what we see in the trailer, the action is still very much like John Wick is more about the choreography and the stunt work and having
Right.
everything be like really tight
Just-
and fluid.
That's why I like it better. It's more memorable to me.
The Equalizer is just brutal. It's
Yeah.
brutality.
Yeah.
That's why I had to hide my face in your armpit for like a
I'm sure.
whole bunch
Yeah.
of those scenes.
Yeah,
in
that's
Equalizer.
probably a thing
He's
that happened.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a murderer.
Also, this trailer, it's about his like friend getting killed or hunted, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm
shit.
pretty sure that's supposed to be Bill Pullman and his
Oh,
right
yes.
because they had
Game
Bill
over,
Pullman.
dude.
No, that's Bill Paxton.
Fuck.
You got the
I
wrong
really-
Bill.
Damn, I would have loved it to be Bill Paxton.
That would be a tall order.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is passed.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm sorry,
You
you
didn't know
guys.
Bill
Oh,
Paxton
no,
was
we
dead?
have to
Oh,
hear you.
shit.
We have to hear you learn this.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, Bill.
Really game over.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sad.
Yeah, I'm
Bill
sad
Pullman
too
is
now.
Lone Star
Yeah,
from Spaceballs,
yeah.
President and
Yeah.
Independence Day.
And he was in the first Equalizer very
Yeah.
briefly, and it was like, what is Bill Pullman doing in
Like
this?
he was going hiding out at Bill Pullman's house.
And then in this one, I feel like that character is supposed to be back, and they couldn't get him.
Was like Bill Pullman was the husband of somebody, like a
Who is
senator
also
or somebody.
someone famous, right?
I
Maybe?
can't- I haven't seen. That
I don't know,
movie
but this
in a while.
one's about like two old friends.
Yeah.
Who it just really feels like it's supposed to be those characters, and maybe Bill Pullman was just like, "No, you cut all my scenes from the first movie. I'm not doing the second one," because it feels like there must have been some reason Bill Pullman was in the first
No,
Equalizer.
he is 10,000% in this one.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
And
I hope they give him
do
a bigger
love Bill
role.
Pullman.
yeah, and okay, it is the same lady. That's what I thought.
Oh,
it's
so
Melissa
it is.
Leo.
Okay, is it the same lady in the trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they just didn't whip out the Bill Pullman for
Yeah.
that trailer.
Well, because he seemed to interact like he was
Oh, okay. That's cool.
in my memory. I only saw the movie once, but in my memory, he goes to the house to talk to Melissa Leo, and Bill Pullman is
Right.
also there.
Yeah.
and like he's also friends with Bill.
I feel like
Pullman,
that's
but,
how they
like,
credited him. Bill
Yeah.
Pullman is also
Bill
also there.
Pullman's credit is also there.
Yeah, Bill Pullman.
But yeah, it's. I was gonna say something and then immediately realized it wasn't true. I was gonna
What?
say it seems like this is the only kind of movie that Denzel's doing lately, but no, it's not. Roman Israel and
Oh yeah,
Fences. And,
it's like it's the most popular stuff he's doing.
well, he I feel like he works like Spielberg. Like he does. Okay, I'm gonna do a quiet one
Yeah.
for me. A quiet one for Denzel, and then one where I go out and murder everybody.
Yeah.
To
He was-
to get paid.
Great in Fences. I really enjoyed Fences.
That's a brutal movie.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's just as brutal as The Equalizer for different
for
reasons.
very different reasons. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good movie, but man,
Yeah, it does the equivalent of what did he do in Equalizer? Hanging a guy in a Home Depot. It does that to your heart.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
I've
hangs
never seen
the
it's good. It's another one where he's not like a villain like in Training Day, but he's
no, but he's
kind
not
of
a good
shithead.
guy. It's based off a play, and
Yeah.
that it really shows because it's
There's long scenes of dialogue where it's like, oh, okay, these actors had to really learn all this shit.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, this shit.
And
And
what's that? Viola Davis.
Viola
right?
Davis, yeah, she
Who
won
is-
she won an
Viola
Oscar for
Yeah,
it.
she's been fucking killing it. I wish
yeah.
Suicide Squad was better
right,
because her role
that
in
movie
that
does
was
not
good.
deserve Viola Davis.
No, it doesn't. I feel like a lot of movies with her in it don't deserve her. Especially after that performance in Fences. It was so
that's-
fucking good.
I didn't. Man, I super didn't like The Help, but I liked.
Now, yeah,
her-
The Help is dumb.
I
but
liked
she's
her, and
good
I
in
liked
it.
Octavia Spencer.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody's good in The
Everybody's
Help. I
good
think
in it, but it's just such a white savior movie.
Yeah.
Like,
It really, really is.
yeah.
Yikes.
Everybody was good in their individual roles, like Allison Janney and Bryce Dallas Howard, right? She
Yeah.
plays the
She plays the villain.
villain that Octavia Spencer feeds a shit cake to.
Yeah.
Or a shit pie. And Jessica Chastain.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. It's a good
It's
movie.
good performances in it, but
Or not good movie.
Yeah,
it's good
there's-
performances.
good
Yeah,
performances.
Yeah, I watched it exactly once, and it was just
Yeah.
like, should we talk
So yeah,
about?
the Equalizer 2.
Yeah, should we talk about In Darkness? This is a very random trailer.
I put this one in here because it looks exactly like this older thriller with Audrey Hepburn and Alan Arkin
right.
called Wait Until Dark, and it's about a bunch of guys, a home invasion into a blind woman's house, and they're looking for a specific item that they're convinced she has, and that seems to be the exact plot of this movie.
Right, and this one has what's her name from
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones in the forest.
Marjorie.
Yeah, Marjorie Terrell. Oh gosh, I had her name.
Natalie Dormer.
Natalie Dormer. There
Yeah.
you go. And also Ed Skrein
Yeah, sure.
from
Natalie
Deadpool.
Dormer. I still don't know if Natalie Dormer is a good actress. The Forest she wasn't good in, but that's not like
That's not a movie.
no
You're
one
good in.
no one could be good in that movie.
No.
It's not the worst movie, but it's whatever.
Except for
It's
Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac, right?
He's not in that.
oh, I wish he was in the Forest.
I thought you
the
said the Force. Never mind.
Oh no.
No. And then yeah, she's okay in Game of Thrones, but again, even Game of Thrones.
She's also
like,
on the Tudors.
She's what?
She was on the Tudors.
On the Tudors? I didn't know.
Yeah,
the
she
Tudors.
was Anne Boleyn, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, this looks fine.
Yeah,
It looks like a fun thriller.
Yeah,
I'll watch it on streaming. I don't think I need to see this in a theater.
yeah.
Yeah, likewise. It's interesting, but it makes me think about the one with the deaf lady and then there's that creepy
Hush.
guy.
Hush.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's Don't Breathe. There's a bunch where they play with.
Don't
what if-
Breathe is the inverse, though.
It's the inverse, yeah.
It's where the blind
It's
guy is
interesting when we
sort of
take
an
away-
alien.
Like there seems to be a trend where we're really into movies about people losing certain senses or not being able to feel certain things.
Yeah,
and like that makes them stronger in other ways. And there's just and even Venom, like that trailer made me think about how for some reason it just made me think about like the Borg and stuff and how attached we are to like our phones with the autocorrect shit. They tell us what to type.
He's kind of Borg-like.
It's kind of creepy.
He's sort of Borg-like in this
Yeah.
in the symbiote itself. I mean, it's an addiction story.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. It's like, oh, this makes me feel strong and powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like so that'll apply for anybody who loves guns, but also when you're behind the mask, on the internet and stuff, a lot of people feel really powerful. That's why they're such fucking jackasses, because it's the only time they get to.
Right. Yeah, the internet's a terrible place.
Yeah, we shouldn't have invented it. Turns out it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah, I would
As
say.
you listen to this podcast on the internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So In Darkness.
Sorry.
Well, I would say there's been a, like you said, it's an Audrey Hepburn movie.
Yeah.
Like I feel like every now and then every couple years some writer thinks they're a goddamn genius by
Oh yeah.
having and what if she's blind? But I'm sure it's I don't know. I'm sure it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, Wait Until Dark is good. So
Yeah.
definitely watch that, all you listeners. You'll get to
Has
see
Alan Arkin in it?
Alan Arkin as a bad guy. Young Alan
That
Arkin.
yeah,
That's
that alone
wild.
is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's in 1967, I think. Yeah, it's the inverse of Don't Breathe, where it's a blind lady trying to hide from these three guys.
Right.
So, like,
And
Panic
Don't
Room.
Breathe, I almost sympathized with the guy until he had the rape dungeon.
Definitely when he killed money, because fuck
Yeah,
money.
yeah. At first it was like, oh yeah, 3 shithead kids rob a blind guy.
Yeah.
Go blind guy. And then he's like, I have
It's
this.
like Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he has an artificial insemination dungeon.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Ah.
That
Yeah.
movie, I still don't like that movie. I like that director a lot, but I still
Yeah.
felt like the villain in that movie was the screenwriter. Where like they couldn't get out of the house, but it was always because of like weird circumstance. I don't know. There's like a part where he gets out of a window and it's like, oh, okay, movie over, and then like trips and falls through another window back into the house. And it was stuff like that
The
where it was
greenhouse,
like,
there's
yeah,
it's
where it
like
was
a-
just like,
or
come on,
skylight in the
movie.
kitchen.
Yeah, like that. It felt like they couldn't quite figure out how to keep him in the
Yeah,
house.
that's always a problem. I didn't hit that wall as hard as you did.
Yeah.
Just because I appreciated in the beginning they established the space.
Right, yeah.
So
that,
you knew
that
the
was
skylight
cool.
was
well,
there?
again, good director.
Yeah.
It's that thing of, I was talking to Abe about this.
It's the Evil Dead director, right?
Yeah.
Evil Dead remake.
The new Evil Dead, yeah. Who, I wonder what he's doing next. I'm sure it's great. I was talking to Abe about this the other night, is that it's when you can see the writer writing, like when you can see the seams, like the writer being like, well, I have to keep them in this house. How do I do that? And a lot of home invasion stuff are like that, which is why the first Purge kind of worked really well, because they were just like, they established this really
That was a good movie.
this really easy rule of like, okay, just it's lockdown. They're on lockdown.
Yeah, we don't want anybody in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. People Under the Stairs has the same problem.
Yes, I watched that recently. I kind of half watched it, but every time I'd look up and be like, what the fuck are they doing? They're in a vent?
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's a wild movie.
a wacky fucking film.
Yeah, Everett McGill in a gimp suit.
Oh yeah. What the fuck movie?
Oh man, Wes Craven. All right, I think we're out of trailers.
Yeah, let's move on to
I just have like headlines and junk.
Yeah, what do we got here?
Kubo.
Yeah, Leica, the studio that made Kubo and the
And the two
Two
strings.
Strings and Paranorman and Coraline.
Yeah.
They're making a new movie.
Making a new movie. Doesn't
Yeah.
have
That's
a title
always
yet.
good. Do we know the plot?
Not yet. It's simply being called film number 5 or something like that because it's their 5th film. I'm really excited about it because Kubo and the Two Strings is one of my absolute favorite movies ever.
That
I
movie-
cry every time I
good.
see it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and then at the end, they show you how they constructed the largest stop-motion puppet ever used in a movie. They show you constructing this awesome skeleton. It's got swords sticking out of its head, and it attacks. It's very scary in the movie. But it's so cool. It weighs 400 pounds. It's 16 feet tall.
Yeah, it's like the size of a room.
Yeah, it's great.
Its arm span is 23 feet. Like, this fucking thing could fly.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's a
The
stop
making
motion
of that
puppet.
movie is incredible.
Yeah.
And it made sense why that had to be big, right? Because it was relative to the...
It was relative to
Yes.
the size of the puppets.
yeah.
Yes.
I feel like they could have cheated it, but they didn't.
No, and that's
They
this
went-
studio.
Yeah, that's what they do. The studio never cuts corners that I've seen, and I wish that Kubo had gotten more money because it got amazing accolades.
Well,
it won it was nominated, didn't win anything sadly, but nominated for Best Animated Feature and Best Visual Effects. I feel like it should have won Best Visual Effects.
Yeah,
it
well,
should've.
I'm always bothered by animated feature. I guess they're just going by the quality of the movie, like the script, the story, and stuff.
Which is
But
dumb to
sometimes there almost needs to be another category for like the actual artistic side of the animation, because there was Loving
Yeah.
Vincent came out and was nominated as well, and that movie is about Vincent van Gogh, and every frame is painted as a Van Gogh painting.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
and they hired all these artists and literally made them paint the paintings and then animated it and stuff like that, where it's like the movie might not be great, but that effort is worthy of some sort of recognition. And same
Yeah.
with Kubo and stop motion in general,
Yeah.
because this company is this studio is kind of like the Pixar of stop motion.
And they keep,
Yes.
but they don't have the success that Pixar does.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which
Just
really
make
bothers
less
me
money
because
each
I don't
time.
Yeah.
think they're the same to me quality wise as Pixar. Like Kubo,
Oh
I
my
enjoyed
God, yeah.
just as much as a Pixar film.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like the head of Leica like got pulled off to do like that stupid Bumblebee movie,
Oh god,
no.
yeah.
that Transformers spin-off. So it's
Yeah.
like people it really wasn't
Wait.
clear whether they were going to do another film.
What
So
happened?
they
Yeah.
did a spin-off from Transformers
Oh,
called
no, but-
Bumblebee.
Yeah, I know that's happening, but the head of this studio was just like, "Hey guys, I'm going to go
Yeah.
work on Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I'm sick of not making money.
Yeah,
See you guys."
The president and CEO Travis Knight stepped away to direct a live-action Transformers spin-off movie,
Hey,
Bumblebee, for
jerk.
Paramount.
Of all the ones to pick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bumblebee. But yeah, Kubo. Oh God, I can't say enough good things about
Yeah.
Kubo. I loved it. It didn't.
Paranorman was really good
Yeah.
too. Have you seen Paranormal?
I have not.
You should see it. I saw it only once and I really enjoyed it. and
Cool.
I feel like I need to give it a better. Like I wasn't focusing completely on the movie, and now I want to go back and like give it a good solid watch.
Yeah, I gotta see that one.
Yeah.
And it says this movie has Zach Galifianakis, Zoe
Hugh
Saldana.
Jackman and Zoe Saldana. Yeah.
Yeah, that's shit.
I mean, and Kubo had Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
And Rickon.
Yes.
And Rickon from Game of Thrones.
Jesus.
And Voldemort.
Oh, that's
Is
right. Ray
Voldemort
Fiennes.
in there? Oh,
Yeah.
He
shit.
plays
Ray
he plays
Fiennes is-
Kubo's grandfather, who is this god who wants his other eye so that he won't look at humanity and he'll
Okay.
become a cold, unfeeling douchebag
Yeah.
like him. And the ending is amazing. I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, everybody
but
go see Kubo because I feel
Yes.
like not enough people have seen it.
It's available on Netflix, I believe.
I think
Really?
it's on Prime. I'm not sure.
I'm going to double
Either
I
check.
mean,
way,
just
it's
Google it.
available on streaming.
Yeah.
You can find it.
Yeah.
You can find it.
Um,
Yes,
what's
it is on Netflix. Sorry.
what's this goddamn monster that you've posted in here, Dave?
John Travolta has a new movie coming out
He sure does.
called Moose. It's it's John Travolta looking real creepy. Like he plays a stalker of like a famous celebrity, an action celebrity. That's all I know. That and the fact that it's directed by Fred Durst.
Of Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, and you know what?
What?
I hated Limp Bizkit. I hate everything about Limp Bizkit. I hate Fred Durst's stupid face, but that's not an unpopular opinion. Like he's, he's
Yeah.
getting to like Smash Mouth levels. And so I've gotten to a point where I kind of like I want a win for Fred Durst, unless
He had
there's
that
something about
cruise.
him. He had a what?
It was my very first Cracked article.
Yeah, there was a Limp Bizkit.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't my first one, but it was an early one. It was the one that I caught the most hell for.
It was
Before
about-
things started really getting serious with writing about guns and shit. But I'd written about cruise ships, and Tom edited it, so it was kind of a funny thing. But one of the cruises was a Limp Bizkit experience where you could hang out with Fred Durst.
That's great.
Yeah.
Go on a cruise, be trapped on a
again,
cruise ship.
this
with
is
Fred
what I
Durst.
mean by I feel bad for
Yeah.
Fred Durst.
Well,
Unless he did something really shitty or fucked up that I don't know about.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't know much about Fred Durst.
And Chocolate Starfish.
I don't
It's
know what
pretty
that means.
egregious. That's
is
one of
that?
that's one of their albums.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate
I was
Starfish
talking about
and
like
hot
if
dog
he
flavored
assaulted
water.
someone
I
or
don't
something.
Get it.
I
What does
didn't.
that mean?
It means poo poo and pee pee.
Yeah.
Oh,
That, I
thank
mean
you.
that is pretty bad.
I mean, it means asshole and pee pee.
Chocolate starfish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gross.
the courage to
Real gross,
to,
Fred Durst.
to say chocolate starfish to like so many thousands of people over there.
Ew.
But my point is that I hope it's great. I hope it's like
Well, it's based on it's inspired by an experience that he had with somebody stalking him,
right.
Damn.
and the stalkee is Devon Sawa.
Who's that?
Devon Sawa is from Little Giants and Casper.
And Idle
Idle
Hands.
SLC Punk.
Final
right?
Destination. The
Final
first Final
Destination, first Final
Destination.
Destination.
So how old was he when he stalked Fred Durst?
Wait, no. Is it Devon Sawa in the movie?
Is the one being stalked
Okay.
by Travolta in the movie.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I got confused,
it.
too.
I thought you said Devon Sawa was stalking Fred Durst.
That
No, I
would be
said I said
amazing.
he's the stalkee.
I really hope next year it'll be like, and the Oscar goes to
Fred
Durst.
Yeah, 'cause he co-wrote this. He didn't just direct. He's not just directing.
Yeah. I mean, I hope John Travolta is another he had one career one up there where he had Pulp Fiction. Like he breathed new life into his career once, and I feel like he really could use that again
Yeah, he could use another Pulp Fiction.
because he's not bad in a lot of stuff. Like the People versus O.J. Simpson. Like he's not bad in that. I don't know. Again, unless there's something really fucked up that he did that I'm not remembering.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna find out while you guys are talking about it.
Oh, there's the masseuse
The
thing.
masseuse thing, yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that happened before all the Me Too stuff. But like John Travolta had a little scandal
Uh-oh.
not too long ago that everybody forgot about. I don't know the exact details though.
I used to be a masseuse. I can kind of imagine what it might have been.
Yeah,
Let's find out.
let's Google John Travolta masseuse.
Let's get hyped about John Travolta's sex
But-
harassment allegations.
But yeah, I still want Fred Durst to.
You want Fred Durst to have a win?
Yeah, I want him. To
I
have
want
a
him to
win.
keep rolling.
Yeah. Exactly.
So apparently there was something called CinemaCon this week in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
where
this is a thing.
I've never heard of this.
Oh, okay. I think this is like an industry.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people.
I've always wanted to go to it.
Yeah, it's a bunch of studios showing off footage.
Masseur, not a masseuse, you guys.
Yeah.
John
Masseur?
Travolta.
Oh, okay.
He's a dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, showing off a bunch of footage of new movies like Shazam, which is really surprising me.
Right.
Because that movie's not supposed to come out to 2020?
I bet it's like a test footage or
Right.
because this is, I believe what this is it's them talking to advertisers and stuff, right?
Right, yeah.
And being like, yeah, this is what, these are the tie-ins that we could have.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently new Halloween trailer movie. I know there's a poster for it.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just, Michael Myers' face.
Yeah, his dumb face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the
Dumbo, I know they've been working on that for fucking ever. Tim Burton doing that. There's been production stills of that going around for a couple years.
They showed some footage of Dumbo. I don't know when that's coming out.
It seems like it's never coming out.
Right.
I've been hearing about it for 5 years now. Who cares?
Right. Like that's
The best version of this is going to depress me because Dumbo is a fucking sad movie.
I've
Yeah.
never ever seen it. All I've
it's
seen is
fucking sad.
just about a sad ass circus elephant.
I saw the scene where Dumbo has to say goodbye to his mother, who's chained up in the
Yes.
thing, because I was watching 1941 with John Belushi and all sorts of other awesome people, and they showed that part.
In 1941?
You were sitting down with John Belushi. The way you said that made it sound like you were watching the film with John Belushi.
Right.
No, John Belushi was sitting in a plane.
Oh, and watching that scene. Yeah, that scene's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because even, when was Dumbo made? In the 40s? Even 1940s glossing things over, Disney couldn't make a story about a circus elephant not depressing.
Yeah.
There's no way you can make a movie about a circus animal and it not be a super fucking bummer movie.
Right.
Or an elephant, wild
Especially
or
an
tame.
elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking Edison electrocuting
Yeah,
the shit
we-
out of an
we love-
elephant.
Yeah, we love beating the shit out
Yeah,
of
we love
elephants.
fucking elephants over.
It's like, look at these crazy ass looking animals.
Yeah.
We do kind of hate them, don't we? It's like the elephant in the room.
Yeah,
Nobody
they
wants
might-
a white elephant.
Yeah, they might Planet of the Apes us. Out of all
should.
the animals that might, I feel like elephants, they have a lot of reasons to be mad.
Or
at
they've
us.
got one big thumb.
Yeah.
And they
so
never
they're already
forget.
halfway
Yeah.
there. They can manipulate. Can manipulate objects.
But yeah, also apparently Aquaman was shown. That could be good.
Yeah,
With Khal Drogo.
that's right.
Yeah. I'm really, so apparently, the Halloween, it was a trailer revealed. That means we're going to get a
We're gonna
Halloween
get
trailer soon.
Yeah, it's not up as of this recording. It still blows my mind. This is the same one that's written by David Gordon Green and Danny McBride.
Right, which
Oh my God.
makes me
Yeah.
think it's probably really good, right?
Yeah.
This is another cautiously optimistic situation. Because there's been, Halloween 2 is not that great. And then, it
Halloween
really just
Season of the
hasn't
Witch.
been great since
Yeah.
then.
It's just been
Since,
nothing.
yeah.
Remember that diagram JM made?
Oh, yeah, because this is
Yeah.
a continuation of the first two Halloweens. And again, this is sort of that's what it is. And I think I wrote an article about this comparing it to the Terminator franchise. It's the same deal where, they're making a new Terminator, and James Cameron's like, it's going to be great. And it's like, really, James?
No.
Really, Jim? Because
Really,
so far,
Jim?
not
Yeah.
a single one has been good. And he has reassured us that a few of them were going to be good.
Nope.
And it's the same with Halloween, where it's statistically speaking, we should, if they're like, we're making a new Halloween, we as America should be like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
We're not letting this happen. Police
Yeah.
arrest those men.
Take away all of their Shatner masks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the other ones. Warner Brothers is still going ahead with their Jungle Book movie. They showed
Yeah.
some of their movie Mowgli, which
And
is baffling.
There's another Robin Hood. There's I don't know if there's a trailer or a poster for. They're just plowing ahead. They don't give a fuck.
I feel like cinema, I mean, this is going to be one of the more pretentious things I've ever said in my life, but a lot of cinema right now feels like fan fiction. It's like we are the generation that loves fan fiction.
That's not pretentious at all. I think that's 100% true. The Star Wars movies are all fan fiction.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of people who, okay. I want to back up. Well, I want to back up and say I would argue that Indiana Jones is also fan fiction.
Yeah, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
No, I mean like the originals.
The original is.
Or fan fiction to the old the serials that Spielberg liked. It can't, but like it's becoming more on the nose. Mm-hmm. It's not like, I want to make something that I've been inspired by like Jurassic Park to make. It's we're just gonna make more.
You're just gonna make more Jurassic Parks.
Yeah, like someone's like. When someone says, I want to make the next Star Wars, it used to be they meant like, not literally the next Star Wars, but like
the next big thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I would love that. Like, that was my primary gripe with the Ghostbusters thing, with the all-female cast. It's like, guys, we can have our own thing. We can have our own movie.
Yeah.
That, that isn't...
About all-female cast about scientists. It was Annihilation.
Yes!
Not as funny as Ghostbusters.
No! But they could have done something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have,
Annihilation, by the way, was very interesting. The book is a million times scarier and more interesting.
That's good to know. I got to read the book at some point.
But you can't get... it's one of the worst... It is the worst trilogy I've ever read in my life, however. The first book is good, but unless you're the kind of person who doesn't mind things not being wrapped up after agonizingly long setups... That trilogy is
nothing
not for
about
you.
that sounds good.
Well,
No,
I don't mind
Yeah.
ambiguous endings, but that doesn't sound like what you're describing.
No, it's just there is no point. There's no
okay.
point to the story. It's just this guy who fucking loves nature, the author.
Oh, okay.
And he just writes about it constantly, and then the book is over, and it's very annoying. The Amazon reviews are filled with people who were so salty they were cussing and just. So pissed off, but the first book I definitely recommend. Just don't do the other ones.
Cool.
Don't expect to get any kind of answers from it. It's almost a completely different story. So
okay, good to know.
So we should be seeing trailers for some of these movies.
Yeah, and speaking of sci-fi, we got a couple things here. That new Shyamalan Glass.
Yeah.
That's
Jackson. Sam Jackson says, "It's about time I got the title role in my own motherfucking movie."
That's great.
That is his quote.
Oh, and Sarah Paulson's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had the title role in Shaft.
Yeah, but it's Shaft.
Shaft.
He's still salty from Django Unchained. It was fun to watch the interview about that because he wanted to play Django.
Oh, really?
And Tarantino's like, "You're too old." And it was true. He is too old for that story. So he was able to channel his already not enjoying that Jamie Foxx got that role into that horrible character, Steven. And really just be pissed off and
so he
bitter.
Really, besides Shaft?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, that might.
Oh, you could argue The Negotiator.
Sure.
He is the Negotiator.
Caveman's Valentine.
Yeah.
I assume he's the titular caveman.
Right. Yeah.
He wants another one, and he wants it to have his name in
yeah.
it.
Sure. He's got it. Yeah, I'm excited for Glass. I was
Split was fine.
I mean, Split fucking. I didn't know the twist when I saw it. Everybody else seemed to, and so it fucking delighted me from beginning to end. So
cool.
Yeah, I like the latest crop of sort of subdued, low-key Shyamalan movies.
Yeah, Shyamalan, he got the message.
Yeah.
After making like After Earth or whatever, someone was just like, "Hey, you gotta stop, man."
Yeah, that Will and Jaden Smith film.
Yeah, you're going in the wrong direction.
He didn't write that one, though, I don't think.
No, they really...
that
was the low-key one where the studio wasn't even trying.
His name wasn't even on it.
Yeah, because after he did...
I remember seeing the trailer for Devil in the theater, and as soon as Shyamalan's name came on screen, there was the biggest groan.
Yeah, because it was like from the mind of M. Night Shyamalan.
People were like, "Oh no!"
There's that great. You saw that great sketch, right? Where it's M. Night Shyamalan presented like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, where he's like, "I can't figure out why people don't like my movies anymore," and they present it like this. M. Night. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's so good. Because it's like the whole thing is presented, and it starts with M. Night Shyamalan in a theater, and it says "From the mind of M. Night Shyamalan" on the screen, and everybody laughs in the theater.
Yeah.
And they do it like the Sixth Sense of like, what's going on?
What is
How did my movies become bad? It's a sketch where they like presented M. Night Shyamalan learning that his movies are bad as an
shit.
M. Night Shyamalan.
How will we find that sketch?
Oh, it's online somewhere.
Search for it on YouTube, I'm sure.
The whole, it comes to the revelation. It's like this ghost falling on the ghost. It's just like, your movies were already bad. It's great.
They were always bad.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Glass.
Yeah.
The sequel to Split.
Apparently, Shyamalan says it's the first truly grounded comic book movie.
I thought fucking Unbreakable was that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, is this going to be the... No, I sort of get what he's saying. Is this might be the first where it's like good guy versus
Right. 'cause
bad
he's
guy,
got
super
two
villain.
like super
Yeah.
villains in it, and
Sure. I mean, I don't... I
mean
guess...
one is a crazy James McAvoy that literally eats teenage girls.
Yeah, I feel like it's not that grounded.
No.
Because I was trying to think of definitions of grounded where it's like, well, you could say like Die Hard is that because he's sort of super powered in that he doesn't
But was there a comic
die. No,
No.
I'm just saying that
Comic
he's playing it
book
fast and loose with
He-
his
Yeah.
fucking
he
definitions.
means like a comic book style
Yeah.
story.
Oh, I gotcha. Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Director of La La Land making a space epic.
Yeah, about the moon landing.
Oh shit! Ryan Gosling plays Neil Armstrong.
I think
Neil Armstrong.
I'll probably like this better than La La Land. I think La La Land
Still
is
haven't
great.
seen La La Land.
It's great
Me neither.
directing. It's just the story was dumb. I mean, other people. No, I think it's becoming. People are coming around to the idea that La La Land was dumb, but it was dumb.
I don't think that was that controversial of an opinion when
Yeah,
it came out.
yeah, that's true.
Like
Yeah.
I knew way more people that really didn't like it.
Yeah, the musical stuff was good. The cinematography was good. The directing was. It was. I would say the directing's fine. I didn't give a shit about the characters. So like, it's nice seeing this director.
Well, of course,
Do
it was
something
like a
else.
Big, it was
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
big
It's just
film.
nice giving him another try.
Sure.
I'm willing to forgive.
to forgive him
Yeah.
for La La Land.
I'll pretty much watch anything with Ryan Gosling in
Right.
it. Tom will sometimes send me these texts with Ryan Gosling's smoldery face, and it'll say like "girl," and then some loving message, and it's the best.
Those
It's
are
so
your love
sweet.
notes? You augment them with Ryan
With
Gosling?
Ryan Gosling, yeah.
He memes.
He's your
me,
version of flowers?
Yeah, I
Yes.
meme her with Ryan
Yeah.
Gosling.
and it's great. It's such a morale booster.
Nice. Yeah.
So Netflix is buying theaters?
Well, there's
Wow.
what happened is apparently there's people who wish not to be named is saying that they were trying to make a deal with the Landmark theaters, which are an indie theater chain. That
Yeah,
some
I know
are in
Landmark.
LA, some
Yeah.
are in New York. I guess I don't think that went through, but it means that there's rumors basically that Netflix wants to get like more involved with the Oscars and the awards because they were having trouble with that buy theaters and play their movies there, which is interesting to me because we went through this already in the 40s.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah, it's super illegal. At
a
least I thought it
A
was.
distributor can't own a theater.
But it's happening
right?
more and more. AMC is bought by that Chinese company that also makes films.
This is just-
And it's like international films. It's becoming. They're doing it as well. It's like we're just forgetting about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the 40s it was Paramount, the United States versus Paramount for the antitrust laws.
It's funny. It's the Wild West now with
Yeah.
all of the like internet stuff. Going back to the evils of the internet, the creative industry is
Yeah.
just like fucking collapsing.
And this is
And-
this
certain
is
parts of it.
this is part of
Our
with.
parts.
Yeah, our parts.
I mean,
Specifically this corner that you're
yeah, the
listening to.
the film industry is collapsing kind of for its own reasons too.
Yeah.
It's a combination of things, but I wonder if it's just right now the film industry is doing so bad that they're just like, I don't know, fucking buy theaters again,
Yeah.
and like they're just gonna do it, and the government's gonna be like, yeah, I mean, whatever, man.
I think I think I saw someone float the idea of what was essentially the studio contract system.
Yeah.
Somewhere on.
Yeah, like God, let's just
what
enslave actors again. Government be like, yeah, sure.
Those were
Jesus,
the
we need
days.
the fucking boost to the economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Tom Cruise could only be in Warner Brothers
Yeah.
movies?
Oh man.
Like,
Yeah, fuck it. they need help.
yeah.
I mean, they're making a lot of crap, so it's sort of on them. Although not so much lately, especially doing the We Just Watched stuff. I've liked most of the movies we've gone.
Yeah, most
to,
of the stuff we've seen
more
hasn't
than I've
been,
hated them.
Hasn't been like cynical
Yeah.
crap.
Like I feel like movies are okay right now, but I mean big blockbusters.
Yeah.
And what I mean right now, I mean like this year. Like
Right. The past 4 months.
yeah, like I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay with this stuff. It seems like big blockbusters they found a middle point where they understand like what they need to be as a movie. There's still your Jurassic Worlds and your Justice Leagues and stuff where they still have problems, but I don't know. I like this is like Infinity Wars. This is one of the first Avenger movies that I'm like kind of pumped to see. Like I haven't been pumped to see a Marvel movie, even when I know it's going to be good.
Yeah. The Ragnarok. I was really pumped about that because it had Jeff Goldblum.
Right,
and
yeah,
I was very excited about that.
That was an easy sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
almost done.
We're almost done with this. Should we
Yeah.
move on to the movies that deserve more hype?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty excited about this one. The title is called 7 Stages to Achieve Eternal Bliss by Passing Through the Gateway Chosen by the Holy Storch. I was just listening to the new Harmontown, and he mentions it on that. I had learned about this before that because Dan Harmon's in it, and he plays a cop.
Oh, shit.
In just like I think a very few scenes.
He'd be a great cop.
Oh yeah, he plays like a
already looks
shitty
haunted.
cop.
Yeah.
There's a clip. The only clip from this is Dan Harmon playing a cop, and it's about a young couple who moved to LA, and they get this really nice apartment for cheap, and the reason why is because a cult leader killed himself in the bathtub.
And the cult leader's name is Taika Waititi.
Yep.
Yeah, that puts my butt in the seat right away.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will watch anything with
And-
that name attached to it.
Yeah.
And then apparently, as the bit is that different like old cult members keep showing up to kill themselves in their bathtub, and I guess they sort of let them or
That must
something.
be so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like door-to-door Chevrolet service, like
Right.
salesman.
Somebody's
It's
selling
like
knives.
Yeah, just like I actually did have a friend who did that.
We all had a friend who sold knives door to door.
Yep.
But yeah, it looks. I don't know. It looks like a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of cameos in the cult members. I think Brian Posehn is one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and again, Dan Harmon is a cop. Like it seems like a really fun indie comedy. It's at the Tribeca Festival right now. I'm assuming it's going to go to streaming.
Yeah, probably.
Anything that's described as playfully absurd from beginning to end also puts my butt in a seat.
Yeah. It's I don't know much more about it. It's a comedy, so
Yeah, I haven't heard of it.
yeah. But I feel like people should keep their eyes out for it soon. Look for the one that has a ridiculously long title.
long. 7 Stage to Achieve Eternal Bliss.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the
By
short
passing,
Yeah.
title, and it's going to be like Doctor Strangelove, where we just
Right.
call it Doctor Strangelove.
Or not How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it might. They'll probably just call it 7 stages, don't you think?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we land on. I think the
Yeah.
poster already has a kind of a shortened suggestion. Let me look at it right now. Yeah, 7 stages is in big letters, and then the rest is
Yeah.
in small. Yeah, I don't know if this director's done anything. I highly suggest people watch the clip. We can't really play it on here. I mean, we could just play the sound from the clip because it is all dialogue. But it's I don't know, just that little Dan Harmon part looks really funny. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
Be on the lookout for this goddamn movie.
Yeah.
I'm looking up Storch because I don't know.
I think it's the name of the cult. Like
Ah.
I assume it's a made up
It is in a Scrabble. You can apparently use this this word in
Really?
Scrabble.
What does it mean?
Let's see. That's what I'm looking for.
Let's all Google it. Hold on, I'm
Oh, wait.
too.
Hold for Google.
No, I
Hold
might be
for Google.
mistaken.
Storch. It's a surname.
Yes.
Hold for Google.
Oh, it also is a light German airplane.
Ah, there we go. Yep.
It was used before and during World War II. I think unrelated to the film.
Probably unrelated.
But
Yeah.
Although
we learned something.
an antique airplane may make an appearance.
Yeah.
If that's so, that's interesting because the cult is anti-mortality. Wait a minute, more.
Yes.
Well, aren't all cults?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think deep down.
It all ends the same way. Most cults. There's yet to be a cult I've seen where they've been like, oh wow, wish I got on board
everyone
that.
turned out all right. Yeah. Man, I should have
Shit.
got in on the ground floor with
Yeah.
that. Like,
I guess Scientology, because there's some,
yeah, no cults turned out to be Bitcoin yet, though. So.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Man, I should have got in on that.
Yeah.
Well, Bitcoin is now gone.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I don't wish I.
Good that
There
you
was
didn't
there
get
was a
into
time
Bitcom,
like a month ago,
Bitcoin.
I think, where you could have sold it.
Oh yeah,
I just said Bitcom. Oh God.
nice.
Come!
I'm sure that's a thing too.
Yeah.
Everybody Google
Office
that.
come library.
Yeah.
All right.
So
all
yeah,
right.
that's an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank-
Everybody, thanks for listening.
Regards.
And thank you guys for having me.
Sure. Where can we find you online? Where
Yeah, you got
would
anything to plug?
Oh,
be
sure.
welcome?
Yes, you
to-
can find me on Twitter at Bisho no Marina. It's spelled Bishou, and then the word no and my name, and it means smiling Marina in Japanese.
Well, it means
because I'm a fucking
smiling
nerd.
place for boats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Claymore
A smiling
reference to
place
any of you
for
out there
boats.
who enjoy Claymore, and it's an anime.
Nice.
But yeah, and also along with Adam Weirs, who is at One Word Louder on Twitter, you will soon find a webcomic called It Beats Arson, and it's basically how I let off steam. Dave and Tom are totally going to be in it.
Excellent.
Yep, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And so yeah, please read it when it comes out. I will announce it on Twitter, and
I'm
you
sure
can also
we'll.
find me at Gamefully Unemployed with these guys because they're awesome.
Mm.
They let me do fun things with them, even when my brain's scrambled.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You can find her here, where you currently are.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, that's an episode. Say
Yeah.
bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts at patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.